So I'm 52 now, about to be 53, and I'm just nervous that I'm too old to get married and that only 80-year-old creeps are going to like me. What should I do and how does that relate to the horse?
That's a great question. I have to say the majority of my practice is people actually 60 and older. So you are in the same boat as a lot of people in terms of your age and wanting to get married or remarried. Um, I'll give you an example of somebody I had do a round pen and a herding session with me. She is about 57, attractive, smart, successful, has great hobbies, great friends, everything going for her. And she just thought, I'm too old. Anyone in his 60s is going to want somebody in her 40s or early 50s. And she really worried about being liked, even though she was very well liked in all other aspects of her life. And she'd been working on this in therapy in a long time and hadn't really had it much change. I brought her out into the round pen with a small little pony named Leo, and she at first was so in her head that Leo didn't respond. She wanted Leo to follow her the way you saw Sparrow follow me. She wanted to pet Leo, and Leo just wasn't that interested. He was eating at some grass at the side of the round pen, and so we did some work on getting centered and getting out of those thoughts, stopping that internal dialogue that was so negative and that was really affecting her energy field and affecting her life. So in doing that coaching work after that, where she was much more centered, she went into the round pen again with Leo, and he followed her. She couldn't believe it. She was truly surprised, like shocked, got out of herself for a little bit. He stopped following, so we had to talk about what had happened. Just like if she was on a first date and she was having a great time and then thought, this can't be happening, I'm too old for this guy to like me. It would kind of shake things up and ruin things for a bit and change it. So we had to work on that, and because it's a pattern of thinking. Then she went back out with Leo, and again he followed her, and it actually made her cry. She was so surprised that her energy was attractive enough to this little pony that he would follow her. And then we translated this into a practice before first and early dates to get ourselves centered and to remember, wait, I have all these great attributes. I am going to be attractive to the right person.
Wow, that's incredible. I am so excited to join you in the round pen and get on with my dating with this new information. So I noticed when you moved to the center of the round pen to center yourself, he immediately stopped running around and followed you. What does that mean, Dr. Nina?
Oh, great question. So when I first walked to the center to center myself, he did walk in. I heard him. I closed my eyes and just noticed the birds and other sounds and the slight breeze on my face. And what that means is he liked my energy. He wanted to be closer. That's interesting. He's never done that before. I've done that with him 30 times. I think, I get up here and my brain is going about on and on about what I should do, and I'm really in my head, and it usually takes me a couple of minutes to get heart centered. I don't know if it's the exercise we did together this morning or you all or whatnot, but I guess I'm a little more centered and heart centered, and he liked that. Horses are number one saying, are you safe? And number two, are you a leader? And his response was, you're a leader. I want to be with your energy. And that's related to how we want you to be on your dates. You want to present your best self. You want to have an attractive energy. Not that you want to attract everyone, but you want to give every date an option, every date a chance. If you are in your head, and by the way, he's licking and chewing, which means what I'm saying is resonant with what I'm thinking and feeling. Like I said, you want to give every date that best chance for you to be seen for who you are. And that's what happened in the center there. So if there are no more questions, I think what I'll do now is talk about safety. Horses, being prey animals, they do not want to hurt us. But as you can see, they're also quite big. And so we need to keep a few things in mind in order to keep our exercises safe. Number one, horses can kick their back hind legs out almost 2 times the length of their leg. So you saw me a little bit earlier ask for movement. If you decide to do that, you need to be, I'm actually usually more than 2 lengths of his back leg away, but far enough away from his back leg so that if he got excited and kicked out of kind of having fun, that you wouldn't be a part of that kick. Another issue is keeping your feet underneath you. So when I'm right next to Sparrow, I don't go like this. I keep my feet under me so that if I went like this and he walked off, he could step on my foot, and that hurts a lot. When you're petting a horse, you want to pet basically up to the shoulder and not further back. A lot of times people say, can I pet him here? He'll let me know. If I go like this and he doesn't want it, he's going to move his head away. If you're playing around their muzzle, they are often fed carrots, so you don't want to have your finger like this. He might think it's a carrot and chomp on it. Let's see. This is like a megaphone. So it amplifies my energy. I don't know if you remember, but I was in the center going like this. The dangerous part of the long line is this buckle. So I always hold it in one hand because if I don't, and let's say I'm banging this against my leg, the buckle could cause a bruise. And anything else I'm missing? When we're talking, just try to make sure you're not in between the horse and the edge of the round pen. Horses are used to running around the edge of the round pen, so you just want to be more in the center if you're asking the horse to move or if you're just talking for a long time. Okay, I think I covered it. So what we'll do is we're going to break up and do your individual round pens, and you will be watching each other's round pen exercises. As you know, we talked about everything's confidential, and when you're single and dating, people are facing the same issues. Am I likable? I dread first dates. Do I look fat? Am I too old? Whatever the self-doubts, the internal dialogue that makes you nervous on first dates and makes you not present your best self, that's what we're looking at today. So if you see somebody else dealing with that, it might make you realize, oh, I have that same problem, or I think a different thought, but I can deal with this the same way this person is. So I'm going to involve you all in all of the round pen sessions. And then remember, this morning is the individual round pens, and then in the afternoon we will do herding exercises with 2 people. And like I had said this morning, with that, you are going to see how you team up with other people.